Rama, Rama, Rama. Running now. So I have been asked by Rathyatra Prabhu to speak on Ishopanishad. So this topic my secretary told me, reminded me last night. But Ishopanishad is a book I studied 40 years before when I was in New Bhakta program. After that I have never opened Ishopanishad, what it is. Anyway, all I know, Isha means Ishwar. Isha means Ishwar. This Ishopanishad is part of Yajurved. As we know, Veda, Vedanta, Upanishad is very ancient and deals mostly about jnana, about knowledge. In Veda, there is Karma Kanda, Jnana Kanda, and Upasana Kanda. And Veda, I have heard 96% Karma Kanda and 4% Jnana Kanda. And Bhakti, not so much revealed in Veda. It is in hidden. The essence of Veda is Bhakti, to know God. Sarvasya Vedair aham eva vedya vedanta krita vedavid eva chaham. Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, the purpose of Veda is to understand the Param Brahma, Supreme Personality of Godhead. So there are 108 Upanishads. Out of that, there are 11 or some very special Upanishads. And we Vaishnavas deal mainly few Upanishads like Ishopanishad, Kenopanishad, Kathopanishad, Mandukopanishad, like that. And the Ishopanishad, the first verse says, Ishabasam idam sarvam jat kinchit jagatang jagat tena tektana bhanjidha magridha kasya siddhanam. So it's very important for us to know Isha, about Isha. See, the problem is, the Hindus, we all accept Ishwara. We worship Ishwara. But none of the Hindus, they know the meaning of Ishwara. I only came to know about the meaning of Ishwara when after joining ISKCON. Prior to that, I did not know what is Ishwara. We know Ishwara, but what is the meaning of Ishwara? All Hindus, they worship Bhagavan, but what is the meaning of Bhagavan? They don't know. So this is the problem among the Hindus. That's why there is so much misconception. Other community people, they are fixed. Because they have only one God, one Allah, no problem. But the Hindus are very confused about the goal of life, about the absolute truth, because they do not start their understanding by understanding through understanding the meaning of Ishwar or meaning of Bhagavan. So now we know Isha Avasam. Isha means Ishwara. Avasam means control, everything. Idam Sarvam. Idam, all these, means entire cosmic manifestation. Isha Avasam is controlled by Ishwar. There is some supreme controller. Jat kinchit jagatang jagat. Jat kinchit jagat. Whatever within this universe, jagatang jagat, the animate, inanimate, jat kinchit jagatang jagat, they are all controlled by Ishvara. Then Upanishad saying, Tena tektana, he has allotted for us sufficiently for each and every living entity sufficient, abundant food materials, all kinds of supplies been allocated by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Ishvara. Tena Tektena, that He has set apart our quota. This is your quota. You take it. Bhunjita, you accept only that much. Whatever is our quota, that much we accept. Magridha Kasya Siddhanam. Don't try to accept others' wealth, to take over others' wealth. So this is the basic problem of people in this material world. One thing is, we don't understand there is a superior controller of ours. The demoniac nature is, I am the controller. We are not controller in any respect. We have no control over our body. We have no control over, but still we are so foolish. Due to ignorance, I am thinking I am the controller of everything. So that's why the real knowledge will start when we understand about Ishvara, Isha Avasam, that everything is controlled by the Supreme Controller. Is Supreme Controller. Ishvara is Supreme Controller. Actually, everybody is Ishvara. Everybody thinking that I am Ishvara. I am controller. That is correct. But your power to control is very limited. Each and every human being can claim their controller. They are controlling their family, controlling their children, controlling their country, whatever, to some extent. As Prabhupada is saying, yes, everybody is Ishvara. There are some groups, they say everybody is Bhagavan, everybody is Ishvara. Prabhupada says, yes, everybody is Ishvara. Everybody has some power of controlling, apparently, but there are many Ishvara. There are many Ishvara. We are all many Ishvara. Who is the Ishvara? Controller. Well, the Devatas, they are controlling Vayu Devata. Just imagine, there is a personality who is controlling the wind god. Agni Devata, Surya Devata, Varuna Devata. There are so many Devatas. They could be categorized as controller, Ishvara, in one sense. Mini Ishvara, then Ishvara. Then above all Ishvaras, there is Maheshwara, Mahan Ishvara, the great controller. Mini controller, controller, great controller. Okay. Maheshwar, Shiva. How everything, Shiva is responsible for creation, for annihilation. And he is regarded as Mahadeva, Mahaishwara, the great controller. Then above great controller, Maheshwar, there is Parameshwara. Ishvara Paramakrishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadira Adi Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. As Parameshwara, the Supreme Controller. Who is Supreme Controller? Parameshwar Bhagavan, Vishnu, Rama, Narasingha, Bhagavan, Vamana, then Parameshwara. So among all the Parameshwar, there is one Supreme. The Paratpara Parameshwara. That is Krishna. You see? Knowledge goes so far, and what we know? We don't know anything, all these things. But our acharyas have described. First of all, I think I am Ishvara. That is the main problem. Okay? If you are Ishvara, you are a mini Ishvara only. The fact you should accept. If at all I claim, actually our Swarup is not Ishvara, we are not controller, we are controlled. In every respect, we are not master, we are servant. Gopivart Padakamal Das Dasanudasaham. So we are servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna. Where Swarup hai Krishna Nitya Das. So that is the basic problem. We are living entity, part and parcel of the Supreme Being, meant to be controlled. But we think, or we take the position of controller. So that is the that is the cause of creation of all the problems, cause of our existence in this material world. That I think I am Ishvara. Ishvara aham bhogi. Bhagavad Gita Krishna explaining the demoniac nature. This is demoniac nature. So, first we should give up this mentality that I am Ishvara. If you think you are Ishvara, then you understand you are mini Ishvara. Your controlling power is very relative, very insignificant. That the fact we have to understand. That is real knowledge. That much knowledge we have, then we will start getting free from the problem. Then we understand how we are controlled. Tsunami is coming, flood is coming, heavy rain coming, earthquake coming. Who is responsible for all these things? Devatas. So right here, with our eyes we can see. Just like at present, we are so big controller, but who is controlling us? A insignificant, invisible virus controlling the lifestyle of whole earthly planet. But we are so foolish, still we are thinking we are the controller. What kind of controller we are? So, Devatas are controller, they are Ishvara, and they are not independent. Indra, Chandra, Varuna, we have 33 crores Devatas, Shastra says, but they are not independent also. They are Ishwaragiri, their Ishvara power is also limited because they are controlled by Maheshwara. Maheshwara, Shiva also compared to Mahakala, Mahakala Shiva. All the demigods are controlled by Kala, time. Time is another form of Krishna. Krishna is saying, Kalasmi aham, I am Kala. And everybody in this cosmic manifestation, material world, they are controlled by time factor. It is so easy, so simple. But due to ignorance, people, they don't understand that each of us, we are controlled by time. We have no independence in this material world. Time is controlling us. By the influence of time, everything is happening. Just like this pandemic, in every 100 years interval, pandemic takes place. The time, sun rises, sun sets, our lifespan is decreasing. By the influence of time, so much civilization has manifested and they are destroyed. All these things happening, so much of creation, annihilation, in so many ways. The time controlling us, this is Ishvara. Demigods are all controlled by time. So, mini Ishvara, then Maheshwara, Mahakala Purusha. That is Lord Shiva, Maheshwara, Mahadev. And each Brahmanda has one Mahadev, then Mahadev comes from Vishnu. Is expansion of Vishnu. Vishnu is Parameshwara and has unlimited forms. Anadi Ananta Rupam. Ramadi Murti Sakala Niyamena Tistan Nana Avatar Akrod Bhuvanesu Kintu Krishna Swam Samabhavet Param Pumanjo Govindang Adi Purusang Tamahang Bhajami. Nana Avatara. Many incarnations. Ram Adi, Ram etc. There are many incarnations of God. Anadi Ananta Rupam, since time immemorial, God has manifested in unlimited forms, in unlimited Vaikuntha planets. So Parameshwar Bhagavan has many forms. But among all these forms, there is an original form, Adi Purusham, Govindang Adi Purusham. So what is that Govindang Adi Purusham? That is Krishna. What kind of Ishwar is Krishna? Human being, mini Ishwara, Devatas, Ishwara, Mahadev, Maheshwara, all Vishnu Tattvas, Parameshwara. But Krishna is Paratpara Parameshwara. Paratpara Parameshwara. So that is what Isha Upanishad. Upanishad means when the people learn by sitting next to Guru. That is Upanishad. And what they are learning? They are learning Isha Avasam. The first thing is Isha Avasam. That we are controlled by Ishwar. We are controlled by so many layers of controllers are there. So we have to learn so many layers of controllers are there. But who is supreme controller? That has to be understood. So this is the basic problem of our life. The people, they don't try to understand about Ishwara Tattva. So falsely, due to ignorance, they think they are Ishwara. But when we understand Ishavasam idam sarvam, everything, animate, inanimate, sarvam, jat kinchit, whatever, jagatyang jagat, in this material world, animate, inanimate. So, there is one who is allocating for us, giving us, and we are all taking. Parasa Shakti Vividhaiva Suyate Subhavik Jnana Bala Kriyacha. The Parasa Shakti, Param Ishwar, his Shakti has manifested in many forms. Parasa Shakti Vividhaiva Suyate. Also it explains Nitya Nityanang Chetanas Chetananang Eka Bahunang Jo Vidadhati Kaman. All Atmas are eternal, but there is one Supreme Atma who is super eternal. Nitya Nityanang Chetanas Chetananang. We are all conscious. Atma is conscious. Among all conscious Atma, there is Paramatma, super conscious. But we are conscious, Bhagavan is conscious. We are eternal, Bhagavan is eternal. Then what is the difference? The difference is Ek Bahunang Jo Vidadhati Kaman. That Ek, one, Ek Vai Ditya Nasti. Shruti says, Ekameva Adityam. That one, that is Swayam Bhagavan, Paratpara Parameshwar, Sri Krishna. Ekala Ishwara Krishna Arsa Bhritya. That Parameshwar, can you put the clock towards me? That Parameshwar Krishna, he fulfills Eka Bahunang Vidadhati Kaman. Kaman means desires. One supreme person, he fulfills the desires of unlimited living entities. So this is what we have to understand. Tena tektana. Tena means by him. Tena. By him. He has set apart the quota. He has given us the quota. This much we eat. This much air. This much fire. Whatever our quota is there. But we are trying to exploit, creating our own sufferings. Why there is suffering in this material world? Because the nature is to try to exploit each other, then take over others' quota. I enjoy more. Upanishad saying, Magrida Kosya Siddhanam. Don't try to take others' property, others' wealth. And we are always trying to lord over the material nature. Material nature is God's property. For to speak of other people's property, you should not take. That tendency is there. How much more I get? You get more means somebody else get less. Because Krishna has given his quota. Each and every living entity, quota is there. So one gets more means other will get less. Of course, in one sense that will not happen. Today you get more means one day you will get less. So everybody will get their quota in another sense. But what to speak of? We are trying to lord over others' property. We are trying to lord over material nature also. The material nature belongs to Krishna. Belongs to Krishna. Prakriti kriyamanai gunai karmai sarvasaha ahankar vimudhatma kartahang iti mannate. Through Prakriti, Krishna managing everything, material nature. But people think, I am control of material nature. So many ways they are trying to control material nature. And they are exploiting. They are always baffled ultimately. But many one way they try to control material nature, another way they get attacked by material nature. But people are so foolish. They try again and again. So Krishna is saying, Magridha Kosasiddhanam. Don't try to lord over, don't try to take over others' property. And what to speak of taking over others' property, they are taking over Krishna's property also. This material nature, Bhumira Nala Vayu Khangmana Bujare Vacha Ahankar Ityame Bhirna Prakriti Ashtadha. As Krishna's energy, earth, water, fire, air, ether, Krishna's energy. And people are trying to control Krishna's energy. They, due to ignorance, we do not understand that we are controlled by this material energy. Prakriti kriyamane gunai karmai sarvasa. All our activities controlled by our guna. The modes of material nature, Prakriti, mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. We are controlled. But foolishly, we are trying to control the material nature. That's why we are getting slapped by Prakriti again and again, by nature, material nature. So that is ignorance. So this is what Ishopanishad is speaking. Tena tektana bhunjita, that you just get whatever quota given to you by Supreme Personality Godhead. Don't try to lord over, take over others' property, and don't try to disturb the material nature. Magrida Kosya Siddhanam. Don't try to take over others' property. So this is what Ishvara, controller, supreme controller, I spoke to you about the Ishavasam, controlled, everybody controlled, including Brahma, Shiva, all the demigods, everybody controlled. Everybody controlled. So everybody has a controller. The simple fact, if you understand, lot of problems of our life will be solved. Then next is our sufferings, the root cause of our suffering. Now we are not recognizing Ishvara, we are suffering. But how it started, everything? How everything started? Where from it started, originated? Bhagavata has described Brahma in his prayer to Krishna. He is saying, Isa apatasya. This is Ishopanishad, Isa apatasya. Isa. Isa means Ishvara, apatasya means to turn our face away from Ishvara. So that is the root cause of everything. Bhayam ditya abhinivesatasyat Isa apatasya viparjaya smritah. Tat mayaya. Because of illusory energy of Krishna, then we turn our face away from Ishvara, Isa apatasya. Then contemplating on secondary object, the material body, contemplating too much on the self as controller, that is the problem. We can contemplate self as servant, no problem. But our contemplation is the secondary. Why? We are contemplating our body. If I do contemplate on soul, then that means I am controller. I am Bhagavan. So that is the root cause of our suffering. Then we get fear, bhayam. Bhayam arises, bhayam ditya abhinivesatasyat. The bhaya, fear arises when we contemplate upon secondary objects. So Bhagavan is primary object. Vedyam vastavam is fact. Vastavam vastu. So we forget that and contemplate on secondary objects. So that is where we got put into this fearful state of material existence. So to become free from this, so we have to understand. An invocation of Ishopanishad also describes Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Mudacate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnam Adaha. So that absolute truth is Purna. Adaham means that absolute Purna. Purnam Idam. This material world also Purna. Complete. Purnat Purnam Udacate. From absolute truth, another complete material world has manifested. But still Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. From complete, another complete is generated, but still it remains as Purna. That's Bhagavan Param Brahma is Abhaya. Abhaya. Bhaya means expenditure. Reduced. When you Bhaya means spending money. Material world is Bhaya. Spiritual is Abhaya. Abhaya means no expenditure. You have 1 rupee, you spend 1 rupee, you have nothing here. But spiritual world, you have 1 rupee, you spend 1 rupee, it will remain 1 rupee. That is what it is. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udacate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. So we are coming from the complete, means we are complete. Each individual is complete. But when we are complete, when we are with Bhagavan, we are complete. My hand, as long as my hand is attached to me, the hand is complete. But the hand is not amputated, not attached to me, it is a lump of flesh, nothing, no use. You understand? Same way, when we are connected to Bhagavan, then we have some value. No connection to Bhagavan, no value. Prabhupada giving example. A big factory, big machine running, Many nuts bolts are there used. When the nuts bolts are used for factory, big machine, then very useful, crores of rupees producing. But same nuts that they lying on the street, no use. No, 5 paisa use, no use. The same way, it's very simple truth to understand. We are all complete, but as long as we are connected to the whole complete, then we are complete. We are not connected to complete. We are all completely connected to complete, but due to ignorance, people they don't understand it. We just have to understand it. We can never be separated from Krishna. Directly, indirectly, all are connected to Krishna. Just we have to understand it that we are connected to Krishna. So that is what important. Purnasya purnamadaya purnameva vasishyate. This material world, 1 minus 1 is 0. But in Vaikuntha, 1 minus 1 equal to 1. Okay? But interestingly, there is a place where 1 minus 1 equal to 2. That Upanishad has not spoken about. 1 minus 1 equal to 0, we know. 1 minus 1 equal to 1, we know. But 1 minus 1 equal to 2, how that happens? Yes, that happens in the spiritual world, in the abode of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came to distribute prema bhakti. And nature of that nectar of prema, more you distribute, it will double. More you distribute, it will double. Mahaprabhu started this Hare Krishna movement in Nadia Navadip Mayapur. Krishna Prem, when he is distributing, the nature is doubling. That means it will flood. The Krishna Prema Banya, the flood of Krishna Prema started. Then from Navadip, it went all over the world. It went to Bombay, from Bombay to Middle East to Europe, Europe to America. Everywhere it's flooding now. So that is magnanimity of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That he is beyond all these things. His mercy is as such. If you eat, you have one rasagala, you eat one, then on the plate there's 2 rasagala. How nice it will be. You eat 2 rasagala, on the plate 4 rasagala. How nice it will be. That is what it is. Mahaprabhu's mercy is like this. More you take, it will increase. That is then this flood all over the world. It's complete. Not only complete, it's ever increasing. Upanishad says it is complete, Purna. But Mahaprabhu is saying it is not only Purna, he is saying Purna, from Purna goes away, Purna remains. But Mahaprabhu philosophy is a little different. Not only Purna goes away, Purna remains. It's always increasing. Anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamritam aswadanam sarvatma snapanam parang vijayate Sri Krishna sankirtanam. Anandam ambudhi vardhanam, not remains same. Spiritual world remains same. But Mahaprabhu, it increases. Anandam buddhi vardhanam. His philosophy is very unique. Param Brahma is Anandam Brahma. Anandamaya Vyasat. Anandam Brahma, full of bliss. Anandam Brahma. But when that Anandam Brahma is reciprocating with his devotees, then that Anandam for Brahma and from devotee, both are Ambudhi Vardhanam. The ocean of Ananda is always ever increasing. Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam, not remaining same. So that is the concept of the absolute truth, not Purnam. It is always ever increasing. It's not Purnam, specific quantity Purnam. It's always increasing, more and more and more and more. So that is Anandam Buddhivardhanam. Bhagavan is Anandam Brahma, when he sees devotees Ananda, the Bhagavan becomes more Ananda. So when devotee see Bhagavan is Ananda, then devotee becomes more Ananda. There is a competition between Bhagavan and devotee. The devotee gives prema love to Bhagavan, so Bhagavan feels Ananda. Then Bhagavan gives his madhurima, sweetness to devotee to enjoy. So devotee feels Ananda. So like this, there is always competition between Bhagavan and Bhakta. Both are reciprocating and both Ananda is increasing. Ananda Ambudhi increasing. So at this level, Ishabasam Idam Sarvam does not work anymore. Ishwara word does not work. Ishwara, who is Ishwara? We all know Paratpara Parameswara Krishna, he is supreme controller. But at this level, he becomes controlled. Bhakta becomes the controller of the supreme controller. Bhagavan is saying that aham bhakta paradhinai aswatantra bodhijo sadhu vigrastaridev bhaktari bhakta janapriya. Bhagavan is supreme controller, but he is controlled by his devotee. The Bhakta controls Bhagavan. So Prema Bhakti is the topmost controller. So that is the everything in transcendental material platform. We see Ishabasam Idam Sarvam Jat Kinchit Jagatang Jagat. Whatever we see in this material world is controlled by Ishvara. But Ishvara is controlled by his devotee. So that is the great things, the love, prema. Prema is the supreme controller. Prema is the supreme Ishwar. If you have love, then you control everybody. So that prema dharma, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu propagated prema dharma, the nature of love. And Mahaprabhu, very merciful incarnation of the absolute truth, form of the absolute truth, that his mercy goes to most fall down, wretched people, most fallen souls. That is his nature. In supreme situation, the God is very merciful. Actually, God is not proud. He is not. His great nature is not I am controller. That is not his great nature. That is nature within us. I want to be controller. But God is not of nature. I want to control. But he likes to be controlled. More enjoyment is there where you are under control of someone. So much so even God also wants to be controlled. But he wants to be controlled by the loving devotees. You understand? So that is the things we have to explore. Upanishad. This is one way of exploring Upanishad. The ultimate purpose of Isha is not real to control. Isha means Ishvara, Ishvara means controller, rather to be controlled. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came to teach this special philosophy. And now Prabhupada took the Audarya Bhava, the magnanimity, munificent nature of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Prabhupada took it to America, Germany, Japan, China, Rus, now whole world, irrespective of what caste, creed, community they are. So they are getting shelter of Ishvara, Ishopanishad. They get chance to sit next to Ishvara, Upanishad, next to Ishvara. So that way, this teaching is spreading. Nowadays, last few years, we are bringing this knowledge to tribal people. In India, there are millions of tribals, very innocent, simple, humble people living in the forest. But unfortunately, due to our ignorance, foolishness, the Hindus, followers of Vedas, we neglected these tribal people. Now other community people from far distance, they coming and converting to other communities, and people are losing their Vedic culture and everything. But interestingly, though thousands, millions have converted, being allured by material facilities, this, that, in tribal area in India, that is very surprising. But more surprising is thousands are there, they are not yet converted. That means they are Kattar, they are so strong in their faith about Sanatan Dharma. The tribal people, they are very poor, no facility, no food, no shelter. But I am surprised, and people are there waiting, take this money, build a house, just convert yourself from Hindu to Christianity. We will give you everything. But these simple people say no. They are starving, but they will not convert to other religion. Like these, there are thousands of people are there. Is not this our responsibility to go and be there by their side? Are we so foolish not to understand the simple fact? And we are so proud that we are Hindu, we are Sanatan Dharma. I think they are more Hindus than us. So that is the reason we started this tribal care initiative. It is not a preaching program. It is not tribal preaching program. It is tribal caring program. So this is the process of Ishwara. Ishwara means controller, but through caring. Bhagavan is controlling us, but through caring. More we care. The control is not important. Caring is important. So when you care, then automatically they are controlled. This is the control through love and care. This is also Ishwara Bhava, but with love and care. That is Bhagavan's Ishwara Bhava. But demoniac Ishwara Bhava is not love and care, by exploiting others. So the tribal care initiative is going on very nicely. So now we have about 150 villages, Patsalas, 5,000 children studying, 20 schools, and we are developing drinking water facilities. The tribal people are really bereft of any basic facility of life. Of course, they are abundantly natural air, the hard workers, they are healthy by Krishna's mercy, no problem, but still they should have a decent lifestyle. So we are working on this. So I am appealing all Hindus, not only Hindus, everybody should come forward. Let us work together. Little helping hand. 1 or 2% of your income, if you can put aside to help these people. Why they are suffering? Why they are suffering? Why they are bereft of facilities? Because we have exploited. We have taken more. Magrida Kasasiddhanam. We are taking more than our quota. Our house, our eating, our dressing. Just imagine, in America I have seen every house, the 40-50 pairs of shoes. In shoe rack, the shoe the people, Americans, they put in the shoe rack that can maintain one whole family in India. That is why happening? Because they have taken others' quota. So we have taken their quota. We have big house, big family, big good dress, and they are suffering. So we should have the first basic understanding of Upanishad is that we must give something away, that we have taken others' quota and enjoying, and we will suffer for this one day, of course. Of course, one day we will suffer. If you take on others' quota and enjoy, one day you will be losing your quota also. So that intelligent people in advance, without being forced, in advance they give. Baba, I have taken more than my quota. Let me give away. No. Let me give to those people. Their quota I have taken. That Krishna will consider you are a gentleman. You are an intelligent man. Is not this intelligence? This simple fact. We have taken others' quota and enjoying our life. And one day we will lose our quota also. Somebody will take over and we will suffer. So why can't we just balance from now? So much money, so much building, so much facility. Let us share with others the lack of facilities. The simple philosophy. So this is our initiative. We welcome everybody to take part in this initiative so that we can build real Vaikuntha on this earthly planet. So we have a website, indiatribalcare.org. indiatribalcare.org. You can visit this, and whoever you are connected with the Rath Yatra Prabhu, we have a group also. I think he has created a group. You can be part of that group. So we are developing different villages, different projects, different communities sponsored by different yatras. Like one place is Choto Jamara, Assam, completely sponsored by the devotees of Singapore. In Dubai congregation, in Atlanta congregation, they are sponsoring one community like this. Each and every Hindus, each groups, if you can sponsor something, within no time this conversion will stop. The whole conversion will stop just if we be by their side. So I am requesting all of you, each community develops through, we make educational facility for them, we create educational facility, health facility, some work facility through vocational training like this. So I want to see many groups of people, they take up some projects like this where we can develop community. We may invest 10 years, 15 years. Then by some time you will feel happy. Wow, I contributed something for these people. Now there is smile on their face, and whole world will be happy. So now it is all up to you. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj. Wonderful class. And if anybody, please unmute if anybody has any question. Already you saw that in chat. It's a rare opportunity. Maharaj again, it will be
Facebook.
So please come forward and ask if you have any question.
Oh, Govinda Krishna, Hare Krishna, Govinda.